Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Welcome Kierdan, welcome Eldox and friends. Probably watching on your stream. And oh, what just happened here? I pressed the wrong button, right? Okay, thank you, Battlefield stream thing. Premiere now. Thank you. Better. Not sure what happened. So always like your video when you're watching on YouTube. Then always hide the chat, because the chat can be a terrible place of others. Questions: where is the hide button? There. Okay, we got this. Full screen. Also need sound. I hope sound is doing good too. We hear these weird glitchy sound. Glitchy stuff seems to be in again. Maybe due to the cyberpunk stuff that came out in the past. I also did some glitchy stuff in my top games of 2020 thing. It was a lot of fun. It was quite some work finding out how to make like a nice glitch effect in After Effects, and yeah, but I think it looked pretty neat. I would say we could watch it, but we don't have the time for it, right? I also make this maybe a bit louder. A bit annoying. Okay, it starts. Also, welcome everyone. Seems to be more futuristic again, not World War II or something. Okay. Rip stream. Get flamed. Maybe. Okay, this reminds me of the Battlefield Special Forces map, Rocket, Battlefield 2 map. There's also Rocket in it. Never started though. So I assume they're going again for environmental stuff. At least that's the suggestion I get here from the trailer. Helicopter combat again. A friend of mine will be pleased. I hope it's not as broken as it was in the past. That is how you take out the helicopter, not by shooting it. And the bad jet combat, that my friend will be very pleased seeing jets again. Okay, that's the classic Battlefield. Okay. Good old Battlefield 4 reference. And Battlefield 2 references. I like. For people not knowing, you could do this in the game. Like, the flying mechanics and stuff were so weird. It was possible to jump out of your jet. Probably you have to get into another jet, not the same, but... Oh, look at this. A gigantic storm. Okay, I like that you can drive in this little taxi thing. I want that. I hope it has a very cute honk. Maybe should have taken a bigger car. Curious if this is part of even of the multiplayer map stuff. Okay. "2042", that's the name again. I have to look up, what was the name of this future Battlefield that I also like? Was it 2142? And the question is that all? Is there more to come? Or it's just a reveal? If so, we just watch it again. Hello, Andres. Nice to see you here in chat too. Welcome. I hope you can hear me. I didn't even check if everything was fine. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, let's... there was a lot of waiting for... now I understand why they kicked us out an hour to go. Now I understand, because they just want to reset the thing, so they have a... They don't have to cut the VOD. I get it. Okay, do you think we watch it again? I can hear. Good. I hope you're doing also fine. So that was interesting. Let's have a look at it again, I would say, and get all the details. What's your impression so far, chat? And before we look into this, I just want to Google something really quick. Let me see. Is it Battlefield? Can't type. Yeah, it's 2142. Was that? Which it was a weird game, but I also liked it a lot. It came out 2006, a long time ago. It's like, I don't know. It had some interesting ideas. I think it wasn't that successful though. Maybe I'm wrong. I just got back from hanging up washing, so this will be the first watch. Okay, then we'll have fun watching it again. So far, I see a lot of references to older stuff that I know from... I play Battlefield since 1942 and haven't played the 5th Battlefield that much because my friends are not playing it. A friend of mine isn't that huge into the World War II setting. He always likes the modern, he likes flying jets and helicopters. So he will be pleased to see that there are jets and helicopters in the game. This here reminds me a little bit, like they jumped down. There was a map in Battlefield 3 where this is basically what you did. You jumped down to get to the map and then you had to land with your parachute down there, if I remember. So it feels a bit like a reference to this. This Battlefield thing so far references the other games in some weird way. But I've played everything. This reminds me a bit of the Battlefield 4 map, the starting map, which name I just forgot. We have a little robot thing here. Classic tank combat there. And this has something in Battlefield 4, they called it Levolution, where you could just interact with the level and then something would destroy, fall over, and change stuff. So that seems to be the same here. Then we have close quarter combat, which I usually like. This looks more like if this is a map in the game, let's just pretend it's not just a rendered trailer, but maybe there's a map this trailer part is based on. And this seems like more Call of Duty-esque map, if you know what I mean. This looks less like Battlefield, more like Call of Duty, with more close quarter combat, etc. I think it's also in the harbor area. Then we have the hovercraft, which I think is a... We never had a hovercraft, I think, before. Not sure if Battlefield 42 had a hovercraft. You can see this one tank that has this red light at the end. Like there are multiple maps with rockets on them. Like in Battlefield 2 Special Forces there was one map, forgot the name. It's like 15 years ago that I played that. This reminds me of this one Battlefield 4 map, which they had with the helicopters and the things, where this small helicopter was insanely broken. Like, this references it, I think, because it would say, yeah, this Apache helicopters would totally wreck this little helicopter there, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, this thing was absolutely broken. Yes, there's a dude in Battlefield 4 called Widgety Bear, I think was his name. Shout out to you, man. And he's like one of the best helicopter pilots, I guess, in this game, in the world. And I don't know if he's not getting actively disabled, he's basically an unstoppable force with the thing. He's killing people with flying over them. So jet combat is back, and now we see something that is pretty. There are some. Maybe I can find a trailer of Battlefield 4 footage where this stuff here would be possible in game, or people do this. Probably took them a few tries to do. But getting out of your jet and getting back in due to the weird stuff seems to be interesting. Looks pretty classic, so a friend of mine will be happy to see this here. And now we have the storm. It would be cool if this would be an element. Maybe it is not cool. We will see if it's cool, but on paper it seems like a cool idea. Having like this, like an event on the map, which is gigantic tornado storm thing coming up. And as said, I want to have this taxi vehicle be drivable in the game. And it has to have a very cute honk. And then I drive over through the level, to the enemy base, and just honk all the time like you do it in Battlefield. That would be fun. It seems like they're coming back to the more wacky, fun, modern Battlefield stuff. Why walk? Funny. And you have these gliding things. Okay, so maybe they analyzed what was fun about the other Battlefield games and try to return to this. So Battlefield 2042 is the next. 13th June. That is... Wait a moment. Wait a moment, chat. That is... gameplay reveal. Ah, okay. I just thought this is a release date. I thought, wait, is this a shadow drop? Is this coming out tomorrow? No, that would be pretty insane. Like, oh, by the way, it comes out in 3 days. Have fun. That would be funny. And so let's read chat for a bit here. Yeah. So what did you think about this stuff here, which we just see? This game looks like something I won't be interested in. That's on Sunday. Yeah, no. On Sunday we can look into. I have it here. EA has its thing. Does EA have a thing on the E3? I can't see it, to be honest. I think EA has it on Sunday. Square Enix, Bethesda, WPC Gaming, PC, The Future Game Show, Wholesome Direct, Ubisoft, Devolver Digital, Gearbox, Guerrilla Collective. You could swear EA has a press conference, right? I assume it's shown during E3, some event there. I don't know when it be shown. Maybe it's shown on the Xbox stream if EA has not a dedicated stream there. Yeah, we will find out. How different it will be compared to the cinema. Yeah, one has to give the benefit of the doubt. I feel like usually what you see in the trailers of a Battlefield trailer is always somewhat reminiscent of what you see in the game. Not one-to-one. There's some exaggeration here, but it's in parts similar. You know what I mean? I feel like that is something that's not that unusual. Like, pretty curious though how the gameplay reveal will look. We already saw a bit. I posted on our Discord some of the leaks. There was a bit of gameplay footage leaked already. And yeah, like I said, if we just go back, the storm thing, I want to have this taxi here. Where is it? The storm thing looks interesting. I could imagine like there's a certain point in the map, or maybe you can trigger it somehow, and then a storm comes and it changes how the map is played. Maybe. I think that's not an unsmart idea. There's also weird flickering when I pause the game sometimes. But I want to have this vehicle here. This is the needed vehicle. We need this. We drive around it and be annoying with it. And then somebody shoots a rocket at us, we instantly die. That's what I want. And let me see if I can find, in the meantime, we can just watch in the background again, right? Maybe I just turn down the volume or whatever. What is that happening here? Oh, now it works. We have a problem here. Question though, chat. Can we get a higher resolution for this? Yes, here chat. So now better quality incoming. So we can watch it again with a higher quality. In the meantime, I look for another thing. YouTube, alright. You will just see me typing here in the background. Battlefield 4 Jet compilation or something. Yeah, I think I found something. We'll watch it in a moment. Let's have a look at this here. Now you should see the image quality should be much higher now. Yeah. It's like a tuck. So I'm not sure if this is a game for stream though. I would maybe play a few matches, see how people like it. It's probably annoying to watch though. Like I said, I'm a Battlefield fan since 1942. Played all the Battlefields, even 2142. And I'm usually interested in Battlefield. Not as much as I was. I'm not that big into shooters anymore. I'm not that good anymore. Like in Battlefield 2, I was quite decent at the game, I would say. But that was 2005, like 15, 16 years ago. Like that. Deactivate the annotation, then this little symbol at the bottom right is gone. For the curious people. Like the sound design. Maybe it's a bit over the top. But yeah, this is so much... I don't know, this is like... original Battlefield 4. Like, it's exactly that. The only what is missing though for this to be Battlefield 4 is the helicopter would need to strafe over the roof and road killing the people. That would be Battlefield 4. Maybe Widget to build online. Check this. We can maybe explain some of the references I might see or not see here. That's wrong. No, he's not online. I mean, we can just watch and look into his stream in a moment. It'll be more funny. It looks pretty classic Battlefield trailerish. I've seen this 1,000 times. This storm is now new. That's an interesting idea. So they play a bit with, okay, we know what we did in the past, and now we see what's up in the future, and we mix in some new gameplay elements or something. This could be really annoying though, an element like this. One have to think this. Yeah, it could be a battle royale related to the battle royale mode. I'm curious what they are doing. Like, in my opinion, it's a bit sad that the Battlefield series was not able to establish a good battle royale mode, and Call of Duty was though. Considering that Battlefield was always a battle royale, but had always had experience with large maps and combat with a lot of people and so on. That's right. So let me just show you the jet compilation. Just maybe I haven't looked into it. We have to watch it without sound because compilations sometimes have the problem. 720p? Are you kidding me? What date was this video released? Maybe we have to find a better one. Let us see. We have to watch it without sound though. I don't want to risk copyright stuff. So the classic going over it, but usually it becomes interesting if people just get out of the jet and go into another jet flying down or something. But yeah, this was Battlefield 4, which also some people liked a lot. I also played it quite a bit. It was fun. So far they're just flying under bridges. There was some very... I know that this thing here was a kind of a very interesting map with stuff you could do there. That's not what I'm looking for though. I hope it cranks up the impressive stuff a bit. Still not bad. But if you just fly a lot, you learn how to do this. Not that I was ever really good at flying. Let me just see. We need like a chase or something. No, they were flying under bridges. That's not what I'm looking for. I hoped, like I said, I don't know where it is. Trick shots. Okay, in Battlefield 3 it was possible too. But this is at least what I was talking about. Like, you had it in 4, it was possible too. Oh, thanks for helping me out there. I hope you could even see this. Due to the difficult task. Come on, game. It's not game browser. Can you? Thank you. So it was always possible in the Battlefield games to swap jets while flying around. Like stuff. It's called jet swap. So you could shoot maybe at the dude, killing the dude in the other jet, and just getting into the other jet. This is what you could do in the game. It was of course probably very lucky, and they had to practice this a lot to make this possible. But yeah, it is possible to jump out of your jet while flying, shooting the pilot of the other jet with your gun. You probably only had 1 HP in the jet or something. I'm not sure if health regenerated in Battlefield 3, to be honest. Like, I think it did. Or maybe he just hit really well. and just get into the other jet, which is the enemy jet, and just move around. Oh, it was a headshot, okay. Headshot 10, so maybe he had only 10 HP left. No, it doesn't regenerate health because you have medics in this game. So I assume this is, of course, highly prepared, and I wouldn't say scripted. What do you think of the trailer? Are you use Opera too? Yeah, I use Opera since 2003 or 4 or something. I don't know, since forever. You know, that's what I wanted to see. Let me see if I can find other stuff. There's like, let's Battlefield jet swap kill, something like this. Remember that one. This here might work. So so I like the trailer, I have to admit. Yeah, stuff like this, going back into your jet. Yo, that was pretty nice. Let's watch this again. Let's go back to Twitch. I liked it. I feel like the trailer references stuff like this that was done in previous, and it seems like, okay, let's do more fun stuff in Battlefield. The problem is there's music probably in the background. It's always with these compilation trailers. And yeah, copyright stuff, so we don't have music, but you get the point. Bonk. You can see, I wouldn't say you can do this reliably, but somewhat, because when you get out of your jet, you see how slow the other jet gets. If you control this correctly, you can totally get back into your jet. You can do this all the time. And yeah. Like, this guy seems to have practiced this a lot. I have a theory that Tornado was artificial as it came out of nowhere. Yeah, I assume it's just an element for to maybe change the map a little bit. That would be interesting, like an updated version of the Levolution stuff they did here for Battlefield 4. But as you can see, you could do stuff like this. And you see this in the trailer and it looks over the top, but that's Battlefield in a nutshell. Because at some point, all those piloting for hundreds of hours, it starts getting boring for them, and then they do stuff like this all the time. Not all the time, but the physics in Battlefield were always a bit strange. How did he hit this guy? Wow. So instead of just shooting at this guy, he just ejects and shoots with his rocket launcher and hits like pretty impressive shots here and there. I mean, yeah, that was the stuff I was looking for. Like, this was in Battlefield 4, it was also possible in Battlefield 3, it was possible even in Battlefield 2. I would say probably to some degree stuff like this you could do in Battlefield Vietnam and Battlefield 42, the original. Wow. He hits his rocket shots just insane. Like, this is an RPG. What is the thing called? Yeah, RPG, right? This is not a rocket launcher that has auto aim. Basically, the rocket's not following the target. He has to hit his shots there. Did he just grenade the helicopter? That was impressive. Yeah, but yeah, you get the point. So this stuff was always in Battlefield, just in case we wonder. Here, have my like. And then you see, like, if you see this, and this scene here from the Battlefield trailer suddenly makes a lot more sense, right? It was exactly that. You could do this in the game. It's nothing special or new or whatever. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if this is campaign stuff or maybe also multiplayer stuff, because I never really played Battlefield for the campaign. Always wanted to play the multiplayer aspect of it. And usually what you see in those trailers can often be other stuff. But I feel like I could imagine that they built something. Like at some point on the map, a giant storm is appearing, and then the map changes, and you have to be careful not to die too much, because when you die, you lose tickets and so on. So it's quite interesting. Let me see if I find something interesting. Don't find a trailer. Maybe I'm the only one who finds it funny. It's also too old. But in Battlefield Vietnam, when I see this little vehicle there, this one here, always reminds me of Battlefield Vietnam, where water was basically made out of antimatter, and every time you touched it, never forget this scene. In Battlefield Vietnam, you could also drive this little motorcycles. What do you call them? In German it's Roller or something, but what do you call them in scooter, right? Maybe? Yeah, a scooter, a little scooter thing you could drive, and when your front wheel would touch the water of a river or something, it would just instantly explode. It was kind of funny. And yeah, I hope it seems like they bring back some the little moped. Yeah, exactly, little moped. It seems like they put these wacky elements a bit back into this game. Like, just seeing this little thing there makes totally sense for the Battlefield series. There were always like small, stupid vehicles that were kind of fun to drive around, that were pretty dangerous because you get killed pretty easily. And like I said, this year I could imagine being an element that changes the map a little bit. I like that. And let us look into the maps of at the beginning here this year. Let me see if I can find the Battlefield. Let's go try to understand the references. I have to Google a bit for it. So maybe tell me what you think. Did you guys play Battlefield yourself a lot? Are you also long-time Battlefield fans, or more in the Call of Duty part of things? I also played Call of Duty 4 and 1 and 2 a lot. 3 I think was a Wii exclusive, which was kind of ridiculous. Maybe console exclusive. I think it was actually Wii exclusive. It was a very weird thing to do. And Call of Duty, yeah, then I stopped playing after 4 I stopped Call of Duty 4, which was more called Modern Warfare. I stopped playing it a bit. I also checked out the Warzone stuff a bit, which it's really pretty good Battle Royale mode, so I can see why it's so successful. Battlefield 3 maps. Just curious if we can find the map. I can't remember the maps anymore, which is ridiculous considering I've played this for hundreds of hours, but I simply can't remember. Which map was this? Caspian Border, Damavent Peak. Maybe it was Damavent Peak. I'm not sure if it was that map. It was not the Bazaar. That was also not the map. Operation Firestorm. No, I don't. Operation Metro. Yeah, that's the classic. That are all the maps. Let me just check. Battlefield 3, Damavent Peak. Yeah, I think it was Damavent Peak. I think it can even show you its official material, maybe. Let me just try to. Maybe I'm wrong though, but we can compare this, maybe. Okay, that's not what I needed to know here, maybe? No, he just jumps out here. I remember that there was like a space like this here. See? It's pretty high up and you can jump down from here. He uses a helicopter, but he could also use the parachute, I think. Here he uses it. Let's try to find the thing here. So see here you also jump down this cliff here. Maybe it is Demovan Peak. I don't know, but that's what I meant. There was a map where you went down the cliff. Jet swap. Now I have to find it right here. See this? Maybe this is Demovan Peak. See, it's kind of similar. You know what I mean? It's reminiscent of this at least. I'm not sure if it's the exact same map, but you maybe see what I mean, right? There's no base down there, so maybe it is a different map though, but yeah. It's not a new idea, that's my point here. Like, that is what I felt instantly reminded of. Oh, yeah, sorry for not reading chat so long, but I have to do all the searching in the background, it's difficult. I don't have a third monitor yet, because it's simply not sending me mine, which I ordered. But that's a different story. I played 1942 a bunch, but hardly played the others. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty old school. 1942 was really a lot of fun back in the day. I don't play much multiplayer shooters, but when Battlefield 1 was few bucks, I played it with friends a lot. And Battlefield Heroes. I played Battlefield Heroes 2, interestingly. Shame that it was discontinued. Yeah, Battlefield Heroes was kind of fun. And does Battlefield Heroes count? Maybe. In my opinion, it counts. I played it too. Was kind of fun. I remember the trailer of it. Maybe people don't know the trailer, so let us look into the trailer for it. Battlefield Heroes trailer. I want to have the trailer. It has a cool music. I remember that. Maybe I remember it wrong. It has nothing to do with this here though, but yeah, Battlefield Heroes. I think it got shut down. No, I know it got shut down. Wasn't there news for it recently? Also, don't forget the like here.
I still remember that day. The sound of the waves on the beach. World would that day.
Daytime, I'm just producer.
Okay, sorry for.
I become Heinrich von Schnitzel, Commandant in the National Army. Listen up, soldiers.
Schnitzel, his name is.
Battlefield Heroes is a download for free, play for free cartoon shooter. To play the game, you don't tune shooter by a swag, shooting the bad guy. Only play against people of your
That was one of the music. I remember that. No, it was not the music I was looking for, though. Not the droids I was looking for. What else do we have? Battlefield Heroes 2009. Maybe that was a trailer? Wow. That's the music. Well, it sounds very funny, the music of it. Sorry for 360p resolution here. I don't have a better one. You could play it. We played it a little bit with friends. Some of my friends also really are into Battlefield, so. This was, by the way, 2009, so a long time before Fortnite or anything came out. Okay, wait, enough of that. Let's go back to what actually before. I found out that the game doesn't have a campaign and that main game modes will be 64 versus 64. Yeah, I read somewhere they will increase the multiplayer stuff to 128, which is impressive. It was always 32 versus 32 in the past. Got shut down years ago, but a revival project also got shut down. Oh, it was a revival project. It was surprisingly fun, I agree on that. Also, welcome Birchman, I didn't say hello to you. Yeah, what else do we see here? So, this reference is here, so to come back to the conclusion, maybe we look at the beginning of the trailer again. Oh, that's the wrong button. Also have to like some of the other trailers. This here seems Demerant Peak, so we have, let's go back here. It takes a bit because I'm having this at 1080p. So we have this station here somewhere in the nowhere. There is a base actually back in the background, in the background. Maybe something is down there too. There's some towers. The general color and so on looks similar. So we stop here, and yeah, in my opinion, this here might be a reference to this map here. See, it's also relatively snowy here. There's a base down there. You have some stones. It could be the same map. Maybe it's a Demavent Peak revival. But you also spawned up there, and it seems somewhat similar in that regard, if that makes any sense. Also, we have to like this trailer here, of course. Like this one, because it showed me exactly what I wanted to see. Let me see if I find another one. The base jump, yeah? Okay, that's actually funny. Sound you have to mute, by the way. Okay, yeah, you have a lot of people jumping down the cliff in a moment. Cool music. Helicopter, you see also the helicopter is reminiscent of what we saw here. And yeah, can we maybe do the jumping already? Okay, now what is happening here? And yeah, now we see people just jumping down the thing here. That's basically it. So the idea is not new, and the helicopter falling down there. Yeah, this was uploaded when? 2011, so 10 years ago. You see, full circle here. People jumping down, the same here, the helicopter, the thing up there falling down. We also see some of those oil screwing tower, whatever you call it. Yeah, the thing falls down there. It's basically just a better version of this here. See here, the helicopter also falls down, I think. Yeah, there it was. See, they jump down. Helicopter, there it is. Whee! It's basically the same. It's identical, in my opinion. This is Demerant Peak. So we here are now the hot series of what we see there. What else? So this map here, very reminiscent of it. Now I need to Google for the Battlefield 4 maps. What was the name? Was it Shanghai something? This map I know, and this is why my title, it is Beta Field and not Battlefield, because I remember when this game came out, this map crashed the servers, so it was put out of every server map cycle until it was fixed, and then it wasn't never that much played anymore. There was similar in Battlefield 2, Special Forces, the add-on to Battlefield 2. There was a map, there was like a vehicle with a rocket launcher, TOW on top, and when you shot it, the server crashed. So all the maps with this vehicle were just put out of the map cycle, so the admins had not to consistently bother with restarting servers because this map came up. They just said, okay, dude, I can't be asked. Was it Dawnbreaker? Dawnbreaker was one, yeah. Siege of Shanghai was a map. So let's see if we can find Siege of Shanghai. We had enough Battlefield. Did I like the Battlefield? No, I just closed it. I'm an idiot. Let's not discuss this too much. Siege of Shanghai. So we can look into this. It's official footage, so it should be giving us an impression. Remember, yeah, this screenshot here that we had here at the beginning. See, we have a map. a lot of tall buildings and things happening, ground combat, pretty vertical map due to stuff happening. Let me just switch back to I think can we listen to the music? Oh, the elevator music. Oh, I can go full screen. See, it's probably not the same map. Maybe not. And this map also had an interesting idea that was like when in the other map you had the storm. In this map you had this tall building. One of the building could collapse and then it would and there was a point on top of the building. Then it was on the ground after collapsing in the ruins of it. And yeah, this changed the map a little bit, but it also crashed the server sometimes until they fixed it a bit. See stuff breaking down through the floor. That was possible in the game too. It's a bit exaggerated here if you compare it to the actual gameplay, but yeah, here you see it now. This tower could collapse. But it's a pretty vertical map as a result. And yeah, here you see it just come down. And then the point on top of it was just moved to the ground in its ruins. See, now the point is there. It's called Levolution, what they called it. And I hit the right thing. If we now compare this to this, we didn't see a building collapse here in the Battlefield 2042 trailer, but you also see tall buildings. Maybe it's the same map, maybe it's again Shanghai. That's just my theory. I like the music. It reminds me also, you know, this tank scene there. This here could be another. I mean, is this the best of maps of Battlefield? That would be so cool. Like, there's a shipyard thing or ship right yard. What do you call it? Shipyard, I think, where ships are built. Construction site. I don't know what the term is. In maybe also like in Battlefield Bad Company 2, which is one of my favorite Battlefields of all time. I have to say, Bad Company was just so good. Bad Company 2. I didn't play 1 because it was console exclusive. I was always more a PC gamer. Let me just you know, this is scene here with the tanks though. This here. Let me see if I can find it. It is also an EA franchise by now. Command and Conquer. 2 intro. Not red alert to the classical one. Oh, I have to be careful. There's a dude I won't want to show here. I promise I need the classic one. Command and Conquer 2 was released 1997 or so. Is it the German one? Why is it always German? I have to be careful here a little bit. Okay, here's the scene I wanted to show. I don't have to be careful with it, to be honest, but dude, this guy. Good news, I found the Battlefield 3 Revival project is alive under the name Rising Hub. Okay, that's nice. Also really like the music of this. Welcome to the I remember it's a scene also that was somewhat reminiscent to that. Maybe I'm misremembering it. I'm not sure. Like I've seen this in 2 decades. There must be a scene with a tank. Something like this. Remember this scene? Maybe it was the beginning of the tank. Yeah, this one, I think it is. Hope my video probably will get claimed here though, but what can you do, right? I didn't like the video. Whatever. It has its likes. Now I can just jump back into it and like it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though. The music of it, if you listen to this, it's slower than this, but I don't know. Somehow I feel like this is a bit reminiscent of one of the scenes. I don't know why. Just reminded me of Command & Conquer. This here though, like, let me think about it for a moment. I would, in my memory, oh, that's the wrong thing here. My memory says something like, could this be a Battlefield Bad Company 2 map? Is it Atacama Desert or something? Company, no, that's a 2 maps. Let me just see if I find it. Oh, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was such a fun game. I think it's Panama Canal. How do you pronounce it, Kirdan? In German we say Panama Canal. In English probably Panama Canal. I think that's how it's pronounced, but I'm not sure. Oh, good memories. Atacama Desert. Arica Harbor. That was the map I was thinking of, I think. But there was no ship close nearby, was there? I'm not sure. Oh, Valparaiso. I remember that map. What was the other map? The standard map that was in the beta of Bad Company 2? Cold War? No. Harvest, Oasis, Laguna Alta, Nelson Bay, Port Valdez. That was a map. Oh, I love that map too. There was a ship though in Arica Harbor. Was a ship. So let's check the Arica Harbor map for change here. Let me check chat. Yep, you said it correctly. Nice. Thank you for the confirmation here. Arica Harbor, Bad Company 2. Let's hope that works. Shoutouts to the dude here. Let's like his video. So you had like a tank. Let's skip through this pretty quick. I'm not sure if we even will find what I'm looking for. But there was also a map. There was a lot of tanks on the maps on this map. I played it. I like really played. See, you have tank combat here. And then I'm not sure if we find the ships yard thing. There was a little city, so some urban combat here and there. Oh, he's playing with the Orc. Pretty decent weapon in Battlefield Bad Company. I played this hundreds of hours. I know this. I really love this game. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games. Sadly, I don't see... He never is close to the ship, because you never go there, I think, really. Yeah, this is the later part where the train stuff. There's like, it's close to the city, I think. There's also a huge ship thing. Maybe we find a better video for this. Is there an official stuff? Oh yeah, Battlefield. Verify. I can't verify my age here right now. Else I would have to play it on the... I have a verified account, but not this account. For whatever reason, not verified. I don't get it. It's annoying. Multiplayer Arica Harbor. Is there like a map spotlight or something for this? Gameplay. Ah, annoying. Wait, I think I have a verified account for stuff like this. let me just try if I can use it in another account. Yeah, that works. Before I switch to this though, let me just check if what I want to see is on it. It doesn't look like it though. I would have loved like if the camera just would fly over the thing a bit, but maybe it was also more. No, you see the ship there in the distance, but it's half into the ground, so half sunk, so it doesn't help us at all. Then it's the canal. Something's missing here. This is also age restricted. Why on earth is this age restricted? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's Conquest. Conquest may be good. So, do you see this? Let me just check. Yeah, you can see it. Did we like the map? Not yet, but that's exactly what we want to see. Maybe the Conquest for Panama Canal is different though, but I can't remember. Yeah, that's the train stuff. My mouse has to be close here to the screen, else I have this weird flickering. I don't know why that is. Okay, we maybe have to skip through it a bit. And yeah, maybe it is Panama Canal. I'm not sure. It also was not that tank heavy as the other, but here you see one of the ships is also close there. Also remember that there are you see some containers there. It's a different scale, but I get some Panama or Arica Harbor vibes here and there. There's a tank and so on. It's just a specific spot on the map. Maybe we go somewhere else. What is this here? Oh, it's also in 4K. Yeah, we can just reduce it, then it loads a bit faster. I also like this map, to be honest. Played a bit of Conquest. In Battlefield Bad Company you played the rush mode much more though, from my experience. But you have a lot of those harbor storage buildings and a lot of containers and so on. There's a ship somewhere. Here's maybe a decent overview of what you can expect from the game. See, something like this. I'm not sure if it is exactly this, but if we now look back into this, yeah, you have like some ships and so on. Some construction site. Then the next scene, some containers. Assuming this is still the same map they show. Like here you see the containers and there's a much smaller level. This also reminds me of something, maybe one of the Battlefield 3 maps. Oh no, it's a 4 map. And this here though seems somewhat new. Reminds me a bit of which map is it? I think it's a Call of Duty map. Whatever. This map I can also show. Maybe I can't though. Now I have to look because stuff gets pretty old here. Battlefield 2 Special Forces maps. That's a special maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that's custom maps. That's not what I need to know. Search was, I think, the map. I think there was a second one. Let's see if I can find a gameplay for this. Battlefield 2 Special Forces Search. Let's see. Oh. Whatever. Single player. That's single player. Multiplayer search gameplay in 4K. That's funny. Not gonna lie. subscribe. And we at least like your video, because it's the right map. It looks a bit different though from the start. The Battlefield 2 map, this is 2005 or something. You see how well the hit feedback in this game works. Like, he should have hit him a million times. And here you see the rocket already. I'm not sure if this is for even interesting, remotely interesting for people, but oh. Pretty barren area, but I liked the map, I have to admit. It was not my... I really liked the Special Forces map there. The rocket was close to the left a moment ago. Let's see if we go there. There's a launch pad. Dude, where are you fighting all the time? Would be funny if he just never goes there. Okay, this looks like it. See, there's a rocket in the level. Yeah. It looks totally different though, but I just want to point out there were other maps with rockets in. I'm not sure if there was a Battlefield 3 map or something with a rocket, or maybe a 4 one. I don't know. There were also DLCs for them with new maps, which I haven't played that much anymore. Not 100% sure, but yeah, this is like a very... a rocket. It can start. I think you could also do some... Could you start it in some way and then just create like fire to kill the people on the ground? It wouldn't start, it wouldn't fly away, the rocket, but I just want to point something out, that if you ever see a rocket launch and are this close to it, it's not a good idea. Like, rockets, the power that comes out of those things is just absolutely insane, so you should be careful when rockets aren't close to you. This map here, though, very, very, very... I said instantly. This is not Siege of Shanghai. This is... What was the name of this map? Battlefield Bad Company? No, 3, that's wrong. Battlefield 4. Is this Battlefield? No. It's also wrong. Dawnbreaker, the map is called. It's Battlefield 4. Let us have a look into Battlefield 4. Dawnbreaker. Might be more reminiscent.
Hello, guys.
He's talking, it's not good. But still enjoy. Yeah, see, Dawnbreaker. You even see the color. It's a bit. Let me see if he flies with the helicopter. I have an idea which we could... wait, let me just look at it. I talked also about the helicopter things. Let me just try to find it really quick. Hope he plays the map. That would be fantastic. Now, there's a streamer, and he plays Battlefield 4 a lot, it seems. And he is pretty decent at the helicopter stuff side of things. Let me just see if I find past broadcasts. Okay, played for 13 hours, so maybe it works. Maybe I find the map. I know that he likes to play it. Or maybe he does not like to play. It's not like I'm watching it consistently. This is the thing. This is not Dawnbreaker. This is Shanghai. This Dawnbreaker, or is this also Shanghai? I think it's also Shanghai. It's a bit difficult to find the maps. Maybe he doesn't play Dawnbreaker because there's an anti-air vehicle in it, which is very annoying if you just want to grind people. That is the tropical map. Is this Dawnbreaker? No, that is the other map in between. Nope, wrong map. Yeah, there it is. I found it. So yeah, you will maybe notice this is a fellow, it's a Twitch streamer. He got a lot of stream sniping and DDoSing stuff in the past and so on. So we have to be careful. We also just move chat to the side a bit. Yeah, this is this dude, and you will point is just the. Oops, what's happening here? But he does nothing else than waiting for the helicopter and flying around. Go on. Yeah, here you see that's what I wanted to show. You see the colors here in the backgrounds of the buildings and so on. Yeah, it's pretty much what's going on there. And the helicopter is also pretty powerful in the right hands. He's pretty doing some tight turns and stuff. Yeah, he just shot him. And yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of all the stuff. It was impressive how this helicopter does not die, just consistently hitting the wall and so on. But yeah, he knows exactly what he has to do to not die there. Dodging the rockets, killing this. This looks easy when he does this. It's really difficult to do though if you try it yourself. And he's also have like usually a driver that consistently repairs the helicopter while driving and so on. So yeah, it's pretty difficult to take those down. It's totally broken, to be honest. If you had a team in this helicopter and did things there, it was pretty difficult to get shot down there. He's pretty good at what he's doing. Like I said, it often looks easy what he's doing, but you see, the map seems pretty similar. If you think about it, considering the map that we just saw, it looks a bit like it's the best of the Battlefield fun maps. I don't know. Would be pretty cool, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Do we see roadkill here somewhere? I like how he's just grinding around. I know why this constantly happens. It's usually... Yeah, no, he's not going for the roadkill, it seems. Would be funny though. But this is the definitely Dawnbreaker. That's the map from Battlefield. And see, he's just farming the people because people can't just shoot him and his crew down. Almost impossible. He knows exactly where he can stand and where not. He's just farming kills at the end of the round. It's kind of impressive. Also hope that there are no racist slurs in the chat happening here in the top. Battlefield is like, oof. Like, not having the chat activated is probably a bad experience, I often feel. Some weird people in this game. But yeah, he's just going around, not dying, killing people time after time again. Can we maybe stop this? I don't know why when I'm streaming this happens. It doesn't happen when I'm not streaming. Kind of weird. Oh, he just crashed into the fence. It's kind of funny. And yeah, very reminiscent. So if you ever see this guy on your server and he has a helicopter, probably leave. It won't be fun. Yeah, is that enough of that? That is the Dawnbreaker map. Just let's show you how it looks when you normally play the map. But you see the buildings here and so on. It's of course put to the max if you want. So everything is amped up a bit, but you have these tall buildings and these they have like colors. Some are orange and blue. Orange and blue was like a huge thing in a lot of designs for some time. You see it in the background when it comes to the sky. You have the sun, like this orange. Then you have the blue sky above it, and so on. So you definitely get these vibes here that you see. And when you just switch to this, yeah, the blue is now a bit less available. We have now, instead of blue, the more futuristic, what is it, pink, violet, something to this spectrum of colors. Because that's now in. Yeah, you just see the little helicopter cruising closely to the walls around. And yeah, he just shoots. It's basically what this guy just did there with his helicopter. It took him a bit less time to start shooting though. Kind of funny. Yeah, the dead stuff I already showed. Speaking of the dead stuff I already showed. This map also looks somewhat familiar, to be honest. If you just look at the design down there. Let me just see if I can find... if I can find Battlefield 4 is wacky enough for this to work. Ramming helicopter. I mean, this stuff also works in Battlefield 4. Just to show you some more wacky stuff that you could do in the game. Sorry for the artifacts there, but yeah, he just blows his tank up a little bit and shoots it with his cannon. It's kind of funny. Do we have a... you also see that the stuff there... here we have a... Yeah, that is. Good old Battlefield 4. Was a very fun game, to be honest. You could do a lot of weird stuff in it. I like that. And yeah, that is stuff that worked in this game. The question is, how did the tank get there? I don't know if there's something. I could imagine somebody crashing buggy into Helicopter. Huh. I don't know. We probably won't find the stuff. But that's for sure, in some compilation there's like a little buggy or quad. Wait, it's not a buggy, it's a quad, right? And I know the quad is also available. Okay. Only in Battlefield. Maybe this might be what we are looking for. It's with C4 though. But yeah, this looks like Bad Company. Is it? No, it's not. It's Battlefield 4. This thing is Battlefield 4. Just messed up there. Yeah, so here we have it. So it is possible to destroy a helicopter with your buggy. Slow motion again. Well, he had to cheat a bit, but with C4, still, as you can see, it's not a surprising thing to see this in Battlefield. But yeah, this map, as said, Dawnbreaker, looks like it. This here might be, let me think, the coloring of this stuff looks like, let me just look up the map. It could be again Demervan Peak, Kark Island maybe, or yeah, Nosha Canals. Maybe it's Nosha Canals. I think there was also a jet on this map. I'm not sure. Let me just see. Battlefield for... Is it Nasha or Nosha? I think it's Nosha Canals. I'm not sure if it's pronounced correctly. Or it's the other map. What was the other map called? No, it was not Nosha Canals. I'm now pretty sure it was not. Operation Firestorm, that might be the map.
Welcome.
No. No, it looks too green for this map. It's not Firestorm then. Isn't Operation Firestorm also a Battlefield 2 map? No, it's a Battlefield 3 map, right? Oh, I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm in the wrong game. It's a Battlefield 3 map. Demervan Peak. Where was my search thing here? It's kind of funny. Battlefield 3 map. Let me see. All maps in Battlefield 3. That is what we might want to see. So let us have a check. So this is... I'm not sure. This is the Bazaar map. What was it called? No. Not Kark Island. Something Bazaar. This was the night map. Remember, that was a Metro map. This here... Yeah, this is the map I meant. Which map is it though? Does he say which map it is? Probably says it. Yeah, this is I think the map I mean. Oh, that is that map. That was also, that was the Seine crossing. Nope. Nope. Battlefield 3 maps. Problem is often to find like the like a good map list, because I can't remember the names anymore. Just too long ago. I need like a list with maps and to see the pictures, else I simply won't remember. Caspian border, I think it is. Yeah, that's the map. I think that should be the map here. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Well, even a thing. Is this a map? No, probably not. But there was a map I was thinking of, I think. Because it was also a jet map. I'm not sure if this here... We only see it very briefly after this scene. If this could be Caspian border down there, maybe. But there are too many big buildings there, so probably not. Maybe it's the... I assume this is the map here from the start. But like I said, this here is totally possible as demonstrated earlier. Yeah, this... Maybe it's just from a higher angle, this map here. Because I will also... See, if we just go back here. See this lake here. If we jump to... beginning of this counter here. See, we see here also a bigger lake and bigger buildings, so in theory that is probably the same map. I'm not 100% sure. So okay, what do we what's our take here? Is there anything more? I really like the idea of the storm. I'm not sure if I like it. On paper, it's good. It could be really annoying and kill the flow of the gameplay, or say, oh no, now not again, like a stupid storm or something. They always tried something like this, like to build in Battlefield 1. They implemented the big train on this desert map and other stuff that tried to change a bit how the map is played. But it was good idea on paper, but also a bit annoying because it was difficult to destroy, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. So my impressions so far seem like okay. This looks pretty promising, if I'm totally honest here. Can also post you the trailer in chat in case people want to. Maybe I should have done this earlier. People want to check the Battlefield other things trailer. Of course, like all the videos here. I know I didn't like one of the videos, but always like your videos. Very important thing to do. And yeah, it looks like a bit... Oh, it's a bit like a best of previous Battlefield games, I feel. Except for this here. So if we would interpret the structure of this trailer, it's basically telling us, let's reduce the to skips faster through a bit the resolution and loads faster. So this is forgot the map name again, chat. Why am I so bad at memorizing names? Dem Event Peak. That's the map name. Found. So this is Dem Event Peak. Maybe. Yeah, so saying, yeah, remember Battlefield 3? Battlefield 3 is also very popular. I have to admit, it was a very good game. The gunplay was very good in Battlefield 3. That I liked, even though I still prefer Bad Company. I overall thought Battlefield 3 was a step backwards in many aspects of the game. And it's for that reason not my favorite Battlefield. But it's not a bad Battlefield by any means. Just I like Bad Company 2 much more than this year. I felt like what they did with the destruction in Battlefield 3 felt more limited, and I wish they would have expanded upon it or did more things. So this is Siege of Shanghai, maybe. Could be Shanghai, maybe a different town, but it's very similar. It's reminiscent to Shanghai. So it tells us, hey, remember Battlefield 3, Demovan Peak? Wasn't that a fun map? Pretty cool, isn't it? Now we have Siege of Shanghai with some features, with some tech features. Then we have this map with a lot of tanks fighting each other, and remember, we like tank fighting. And this may be reminiscent of the Battlefield Bad Company 2 map, Arica Harbor or Panama Canal, and yeah, maybe not. And then we also have more close combat stuff. You can climb up, maybe you can't climb up, but here in the trailer they at least do it. The containers and yeah, close quarter combat map, very short distances, hiding spots and so on, and just a massacre there on a very small map. There were other maps that did similar things, multiple. I can't remember where I've seen this before. Just to repeat everything. Then we have something new. This reminds me a bit of vehicles on a field, and so like. See some Battlefield 1 in this map design here. Could totally work. This is like also reminiscent of a classic, the search map from Battlefield 2. So it's basically like a best of all the previous, let's say, call them more Battlefields that play more in the present at least. And then this is Dawnbreaker, whatever it's called. Helicopter fights in the also quite vertical map at times, but also the helicopters consistently going around these skyscrapers, fighting for air dominance for one team or another, and so on. There's this little helicopter being totally broken on this map for whatever reason, or on a lot of maps. And yeah, then you kill the helicopter with a buggy Battlefield style, just the wacky Battlefield stuff you do. Then we see the combat here. Maybe there's also Shanghai down here as we analyze. And yeah, he of course he kills the dude behind him Battlefield style with a weird trick like jumping out of his thing, shooting with a rocket launcher, getting away. I've just shown you a moment ago that this is Battlefield 4 and so on. We could do this because it was just ridiculous. Yeah, this looks. If we here we see the city a bit more. See, this might be the Shanghai map or whatever it is called here. I think this is again Shanghai. They look a bit different maybe. So they also have some skyscrapers, but yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Siege of Shanghai. Instead of destroying the skyscraper, this time a giant storm comes on this map or something like that. It's 64 versus 64, so it's massive, pretty massive. Here's what they do with it. I have to say, I'm kind of excited for this. Very looking forward playing this. I hope, yeah, you found this in any way, shape or form interesting, what I had to say here, and discussed all the stuff a little bit. Trying to uncover all the little references we had here for this. There will be a gameplay reveal at June 13th, or 13th of June 2021. I don't know why the United States has to write months, day, year instead of day, year, day, month, year, but whatever. Who am I? It's kind of weird in my opinion. And but that's a different topic. So far though, it looked pretty great. There are 2 videos live stream wise. Is this just the trailer thing? Yeah, it's just the trailer thing. What is the other video? It's the official reveal trailer. Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, nothing special. Anything else uploaded? Doesn't look like it, right? Oh, Battlefield 4 returns to Steam. Interesting. So yeah, that was that was Battlefield, I would say. There's not much left to say. I personally like what I saw, and hope that some of my friends get back into Battlefield so we can play this together at times. I'm not sure if this is interesting for a game to stream. Like Andres said, that's probably a game she's not interested. Oh, Papa Stalin is here. Hi, bye. Didn't see this him popping up in between. He doesn't like Battlefield. When writing out the months in full, you can place it how you like, really, but still keeping the year at the end. Yeah, that is true if I'm reading it out. But because it's in my mind, I just start reading. I just read June 1st. Okay, and I think, oh no, it's June 13th. But it's 13th of June or whatever you say, or whatever. It confuses me. I just want to point out, especially in the notation, like if you have this date, let's say, I don't know what. If you have this date here and write it like this in chat, or I put a slash too much in it. So let's correct it so people are not angry at me. Like this. It's not clear if it's the 6th July or if it's June the 7th. Right? It's confusing. Since there are no between the actual writing of the month and the number per day. Yeah, I mean for writing and saying it, it's not difficult. The problem is, that's also why in my lists I always write 6th of July or 6th July 2021. That's always how I write it, because else it's simply not it's not clear what I mean, because people, if it's written in numbers, it's very strange to do it this way. Yeah. It could be both. So I always write 6th July, so there's no misunderstanding depending on where you're from. Like people read it like I said, 6th of July, some read it as 7th of June. It's, my opinion, pretty strange. But yeah, I know why that is a thing. So yeah, pretty excited. Maybe some people also on the Discord find this game interesting. Could make like some community matches, especially with 64 versus 64. There are definitely options to play together a little bit. Like we could play in a squad or something. That would be fun. And then get really angry at playing Battlefield, as we always do. So that's a thing I look forward to. Maybe not. So yeah, that was the first bigger reveal. Now I have to say personally very curious and interested. Oh, Battlefield now announcement number 46. That's interesting. Battlefield 2042 has no campaign, as Eldox already said, and no Battle Royale mode. That is news. I did not expect them not trying another Battle Royale, but maybe they thought, okay, we lost the ground here. It doesn't make sense to put development time into Battle Royale. I find it a bit strange, to be honest, that they at least wouldn't try to implement at least a little mode for this. Maybe it's fun, maybe not. Oh, here's also all the maps included at launch. So the ice map we identified as it's called Breakaway. It doesn't say where it is. Breakaway is set in Antarctica. I don't know where Demervan Peak plays though. Do I have my thing here still open? Yeah, I have it. Demervan Peak taking it's Iran in German. Highest peak, Mount Demervan. So it's not the same map. It's just reminiscent of. It's not the same place. But I felt like it was different. So according to, I can also maybe show it to you on screen. Shout outs to our friends at Games Raider. Games Raider. I can't put... The tab won't snap. You know what I mean? I know why the tab won't snap. It's the wrong browser. I opened it in another browser. Why does the tab not snap? So yeah, the breakaway we have seen here. And it says, a breakaway, biggest battlefield map in the franchise history. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't mean anything in my opinion. If it's empty and not fun, it can be the biggest map in the freaking universe. It doesn't matter at all. But breakaway is set in Antarctica, thus offers plenty of things. Outlook says Berlin. Who's Berlin? No, I don't want to follow. Kaleidoscope is the other map. Kaleidoscope is the smallest map in Battlefield 41, but doesn't mean it won't offer cinematic blah 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 scope. Blah blah blah. South Korea. So it's not Shanghai, it's South Korea. I got some Korean vibes, to be honest. Yeah, but it's a South Korean manifest. Spotted manifest battlefield. I know what... Is this the map with the helicopter? No, it's the thing. Orbital. Is this in Russia? No, it's probably not Russia. Blah, blah, blah. Instead, it's in French Guinea. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Discarded, that's a ship map. Hourglass. Okay. These are all the maps? There's a bit few maps, to be honest. In India it plays. Makes sense, I guess. I think it was never a map in India so far. Map in Egypt. There's a map in Egypt, and this map is, according to blah blah blah. To have it overlooked it, I think. Did somebody see where the map plays? Neon City to the east and its cluster of skyscraper? Where's east, though? This is the the Dawnbreaker map, I assume. Dynamic weather stuff. Interesting. Overwhelmed by rolling of news. I don't see it, chat. If you see it, let me know. No, I don't want. So there's another news. No Battle Royale, we already said. I don't need to show it to you. Is there another news? Oh, there is a release date for it too. It launches 22nd of October 2021 on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Does this mean it comes later on PC? That would be a bummer. Oh, it says only PlayStation 4 and 5 because the news of it is from the official PlayStation thing site. So the blog of PlayStation tells us things here. Blah blah blah, yada da, blah blah blah. Specialists, Road to Battlefield. Oh, it's in the topic. Battlefield launches this year, October 22nd. It doesn't say only on this thing, so I assume it also comes for it. Battlefield has to come for PC, else people would be insanely angry. I remember a time when this game had an active modding community on PC, so yeah, that would be not so great. Where's my chat? There it is. Doha, Qatar was the first word in the paragraph. So you want to tell me I'm just blind? Yeah, I skipped the first word because I did not expect it to be there. I started scanning on the second sentence. I just read, oh, Berlin. Oh no, Berlin is the name of the guy giving the interview from DICE. Shoutouts to you. me just see. Who is this dude? Daniel Berlin guided us through design director. So he's a design director. I'm not sure if he's from Germany, then it would be pronounced Daniel Berlin. But maybe his name is Daniel Berlin. I don't know. Who knows? Does it? Oh, it says here in the article too. Let's read this really quick. During the presentation, blah blah blah, review trailer, which debuted today, design director Daniel Berlin guided us through the deep dive into the Battlefield 2042 maps, which can host up to 120 players on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. It is very important to note that it does not state that it can do this on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, because I would say 124 players in a high fidelity, graphically. It comes for the PlayStation 4, right? Yeah, on the PlayStation 4 it's also. I assume maybe there it won't be possible to play with 128 players just due to technical limitations, but thank you for the hint there. So October 22. So what we can do now is, I have this fantastic, no, that would be terrible to post here. We have this fantastic document here. I can show it to you. Battlefield 6 it was called here. We call it now Battlefield 2042 Classic. The 42 as a number in the Battlefield series, and it comes out 22nd October 2021. That's this year. There's an R. Works. Okay. So we would say quite interested in this, but maybe not ideal for streaming. Community event, question mark. Community, not event is the wrong word. What do you say? Play with community, question mark. Also the thing is, it does not break format, Rob, thank you. Yeah, EA DICE, Electronic Arts, blind playthrough, haven't played it yet, seen the trailer so far, but that's not an interesting information. So Far Cry 6 I also put on the list, by the way. Looks interesting. Yeah, might be also something comes out also in October. So October, a lot of games come out, might be interesting. Not sure if what do you say, Kierdan? Are you interested in this game, or is it just whatever, another Battlefield, another day in the office, basically? I can also put this here. You can also, what do you say? Call it, summon it in chat. If you want to see, you have to !games. That's games we want to play here. That's the list to this document of games we want to play. I also need to update the date, I think, on the first page. Last updated on, what, the 9th already. I can't believe that's the 9th of June already. Where's the time? The month just started in my head. It's almost half over again. Terrifying. But yeah, pretty great. So yeah, I need to end the stream soon. It seems fun, but just another Battlefield to add to the collection. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. But I know people looking forward. A lot of people skip Battlefield 5, so they're looking forward to a new Battlefield. Pretty nice. There's also a helicopter here on top of it. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. There's that. Yeah. So it is quite interesting, I would say. That's another Battlefield. I'm curious what the opinions of it are. I would assume people like it because it doesn't look. It looks interesting, to be honest. And if it's like, even though they say, yeah, this is not Shanghai Siege of Shanghai, maybe it's basically the same map as it was before. Who knows? There's even this little thing here in the middle, which is probably just a museum, or I don't know. Not too familiar with what you can see in South Korea, but I'm still curious. Okay, somebody says it won't have a campaign at all. There won't be a single player campaign, but there will be an in-game story. They discussed it here. Post link. So if people interested, it seems, and want to learn more about it, I put it in chat. Wrong thing here. There seems to be some discussion about it going on. Okay, there seems to be a list for game modes. It's in German though. How do I get this to English? I hate some pages always offer... Oh, there. German, let's get this to United Kingdom. Since Kierdan is from the UK. There's this. So, all warfare, hazard zone, something. So the next generation of fan favorites, Conquest and Breakthrough, features the largest Battlefield maps ever and up to 128 players with a little star here. Experience the intensity of all-out warfare on maps filled with dynamic weather and spectacular world events. Then the hazard zone. I assume this is where the storm comes in. An all-new high-stakes squad-based game type that is a modern take on the multiplayer experience. Hazard Zone is distinctly Battlefield, but very different from modes of all-out warfare. A new way to play Battlefield is coming. Discover unexpected battles with this experience, which will be shown in detail at EA Play live on July 22nd, so in a month. All-out warfare. Oh, it's not a mode. It's a topic. So here we have Conquest. Massive ironic sandbox returns this blah 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 supporting players. NPC. The maps have been specifically designed for this vast scale, with action divided into clusters of various kinds. That makes sense. Also, the action now centers around sections consisting of several flags instead of individual control points. Okay, it's now sectors with flags instead of control points. Breakthrough. What was Breakthrough? I always play Conquest though. Or Rush maybe. The return of Breakthrough sees two attackers, defenders, battle over a larger scale, blah blah blah. Each sector is designed to house a large number of players, enabling more strategic choices, more flanking. Will there a commander? Commander would be cool. Hazard Zone is a tense experience. Gameplay, sign up to be notified. Created as a love letter to our core fans, a new way to play Battlefield is coming. Discover unexpected battles. Curious what's going on there. But good to know that there seems to be some information about this. Yeah, curious. Maybe it doesn't need Battle Royale. I mean, Battle Royale is just a solution for a problem if you have large maps with a lot of players and they never seeing each other or whatever. It's like some Battlefield maps were just very, very large and you had small fights around a flag or something, but you felt like sometimes disconnected from what's actually going on the map, if that makes any sense. With the Battle Royale stuff, you condense the map further and further, and then at some point you bring the action to the players. It's impossible in a Battle Royale round that you never see another player. So as a result, this is an interesting way or interesting solution for this problem. So the question is, let me see what this guy there is talking about. Just need to skip this ad here as I can't see it. Ah, it's what order I showed you. The guy jumping out of the helicopter. I can show it. This is exactly what happened in the clip that we saw. I saw multiple compilations of this. Was this what I demonstrated? I don't know. But yeah, this is exactly it. See, there comes the jet. He kills it, flies back into his own jet, and sees the jet explode. It's just, yeah. It's not like this guy's the only one doing it, but yeah. Battlefield stuff. Kind of funny. Yeah, so a lot of people also recognized these scenes from the previous Battlefield games. Just want to point out that as a long-time Battlefield fan, I of course recognize those two without any help. Of course, pretty obvious. Not gonna lie, brings back a warm, fuzzy feeling. Somebody wrote. Somebody points out that it's interesting how they changed, because when Battlefield 2 was released, and if 2.5 was released, the trailer on the reception to it was absolutely terrible. And now they just made like this trailer is like a montage of cool Battlefield moments that are somewhat typical for it. And as a result, people weren't so happy about Battlefield 5. It seems like they learned the lesson and returned to more the Battlefield core values, which is not bad, in my opinion. Yeah, there's one somebody points out that the I think it's what he means. This buggy here blowing up the helicopter, it should have C4 on it. That's a thing that's missing here in the trailer. There needs to be C4 on this buggy. Then it's truly Battlefield. So evolution stuff, crazy, wacky Battlefield stuff. Level editor. Wait, let me see if I can find a source for this. Is this Steam? Is this coming to Steam? That's also an interesting question. Wait, I have to be careful here. Store, Steam. Interesting information. Okay, it's not showing it for me though. So I can show you the screenshot of it. I'm not sure, it could be a mistake or something, but somebody posted this here for it, and it says includes level editor. So I'm not sure if that's true. So I couldn't find the source for it. It looks like this thing looks like from Steam. The problem with looks like from Steam is though that it's not on Steam anymore. So I don't know. It also says no. Maybe it's from another side. I'm 100% sure, but that might be interesting. Haven't seen level editing in Battlefield in generations, like a very long time. Yeah, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 supports. That's also what I wanted to, wanted to double check, right? Here, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 supports 64 players. 120 players at massive scale maps are available on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. So what I expected, because the wording was very carefully worded. So if you want to have your 64 versus 64 experience, you yeah, the 64 versus 64 stuff only on the newer stuff, and the others on the old. Makes sense. So we need to get the next generations of for PC, which is always current gen, I guess. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Just tell my friend it's a trailer montage thing. So pretty great. He will be happy. But yeah, that is this. my stuff here falling apart. Okay, enough messaging my friend here while streaming. I haven't even seen the trailer or known that he that it's shown today. It's kind of funny. Okay, so this is what else can we find about this? Maybe there's some new. The new specialist system lets you choose your role on the battlefield and from hand-tailored squads. Based on Battlefield's 4 classes, specialists have one unique specialty and trait, but the rest of the loadout is fully customizable. Choosing and equipping your specialist allows you to build synergies with your squad and empower yourself to take on battlefield situations. What? any battle situation. Can't read. There will initially be 10 specialists available on Battlefield 2042. Meet the first 4 and learn more about more on the specialist page. Okay, it doesn't work. Game overview maybe? Maps, specialists. So let's have a look at this. So we have the web. Okay, it's a name. Maria. Here's a grappling hook in this game? Okay, I'm surprised now. Threat pistol. Fires a syringe at friendly to provide healing. That's funny. So it's basically Anna from Overwatch. Nimble allows the player to move more quickly. Okay, that sounds useful. I like the grappling hook already. SG-64 sentries. It automatically spots and engages enemy targets. Sentry operator spots blah blah blah. Okay. And listen, this looks like a sniper. OVP Recon drones spots nearby moving targets and can disorient enemies by using EMP blasts. Can also be used to designate targets for lock-on weapons. Movement sensor alerts the player approaching enemies. Yeah, so he can camp. Don't do this. There will be 10 of those. Choose your own battlefield from custom-made squads through the new specialist system based on Battlefield's 4 classes. One unique. Okay, so that seems to drastically change something there. I'm not sure if I like it too much, because camping was always, in my opinion, a problem in this game. Don't make camper too strong. That's my point. FAQ might be interesting. Comes out on October for all these systems on Steam and Origin and also the Epic Game Store, in case you use that one. Open beta for Battlefield. Yes, in the months leading up to launch, we will host an open beta available for all players across all platforms. I like, not platform exclusive betas. That is fantastic. So there's this. If you pre-order any of the editions, you will get early access to the open beta. Stay tuned. Okay, that's the normal procedure, I guess. What game modes can I play? Battlefield launched with maybe revamped versions of Conquest and Breakthrough. No mention of Rush though, even though Rush was once also quite popular. Also, the new Hazard Zone is thrilling, new edition, franchise, can't wait, blah blah blah, experience, blah blah blah, discover unexpected battles, enter White Universe Battlefield, blah blah blah. Okay. Read the game mode pages already. How many players? 128 players. Second 2 stars means Xbox One, PlayStation 4, only 64 players. As said earlier, that's what it means. Has to be expected. This colossal player count equals entirely new gameplay. Is there crossplay? That they don't address here. Also, what is the first star for? Conditions, restricting applies, see, whatever. Okay, I don't know what this is. Let me just see. Here it is. Open beta. What are the maps in Battlefield? We have the maps page, which we could look to. Doesn't work right now. Map page down. Set across the globe, massive battlefields. It seemed to be very reminiscent of old maps though, which is not bad. But I also would like to see like a new. Usually there's some great Some battlefields had problems, and I often hope for a lot of great maps, but I don't know, we will see. How can the maps change during matches? You experience ever-changing battle conditions and gameplay challenges on Battlefield 2042 maps. Adapt on the fly to dynamic events and storms, such as sandstorms in the desert of Qatar, a rocket launching from French Guiana Space Center, and tornadoes threatening South Korea's concrete jungles. What are specialists? The new specialist system lets you choose, I already read this basically, from hand-tailored squads based on the classes. Specialists have one unique specialist trait, but the rest of the loadout is fully customizable. Choosing and equipping your specialist allows you to building synergies within the squad and empower yourself. Where there will initially be 10 specialists in the battlefield thing. What weapons, vehicles, and other equipment will be available? You'll be able to use a full roster of cutting-edge weapons, vehicles, jets, helis, and all new equipment inspired by the near future of 2042. Summon the Ranger, a robotic dog built for battle. Use the Surret pistol to revive squad members from afar. That sounds very powerful though. Oh boy. It can revive? Are you guys crazy? Do you know how much fun this game is? Getting revived and getting instantly killed again to get revived again, I hope. I mean, in the later games, I think you could deny the revive, which is a very smart feature. I hope it's still there, because else it's frustrating. Employ a grappling, because people in Battlefield are stupid. It's just the way it is. They sometimes do very stupid things. Employ grappling hook, reach new places. And then there's a wingsuit, and deploy a recon drone and more. Okay. So the classics. What are the live service plans? We are taking a new approach to live service for Battlefield game, where players will be given the services and evolution they have come to expect from modern multiplayer games, all aimed at keeping the community playing together for years to come. We will be evolving our world and expanding on the fiction through seasons, each one lasting for about 3 months. Every season will come with a new free and paid battle pass, delivering new content to chase after. In our first year of live service, we will deliver 4 seasons for Battlefield with 4 battle passes. Your new specialists, along with more fresh content, we have more to share in the upcoming Battlefield 24 before launch. On the first season of Battlefield 2042 before launch, finally. Will there be a technical playtest? A limited number? Yeah, well, it's not interesting for us. What is the purpose? To find out technical things. Okay, we don't need to read further into this. Though I have to end the stream now. Sorry for kicking you out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was a shorter one this time. Yeah, we will look into this. I'm quite curious about it. Maybe play with some friends when it comes out. Hope you enjoyed this little analysis here. Will be uploaded to the VOD channel, and the video will be claimed. It's my prediction. I'm not sure what yours is. So if you want to watch this again, you can find the trailers and other stuff online. I also posted some of it in the chat. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Very interested in Battlefield. Again, not sure if it's a game for streaming though, but maybe it's just a game for me to play in private. I don't know. Well, we can definitely stream it too if you are interested in this when it comes out. And looking forward to it. So I wish you a fantastic rest of the day. I think I stream Demon Souls tomorrow. No, tomorrow is E3, right? So we stream E3 stuff tomorrow. I'm not. When does it start? Chat. Good question. You ask when does it start. I can show you on screen when things start, because we have this fantastic list here created by a nice friendly man. And yeah, there is the Summer of Games Festival kickoff thing. It starts in my time zone at 20 o'clock. So it's basically when I usually start, maybe a bit roundabout. So I try to be there. There's internet beats interesting. So if you are in the United States, it's 14 o'clock. For me, it's 20. So in New York, I should say. Los Angeles is 11. It's pretty early. Kind of fascinating, though. If you're in Tokyo, though, you're screwed. It's 3 o'clock, so can't watch that. Sorry. Shout out to the people from Tokyo or Sydney, like Orion's Winter. I'm sure he's not from Sydney probably, but he's from Australia, so for him it will be quite early if he wants to watch that. Not sure how long it goes, we don't know. Then Koch Media might be interesting the other day, which is for me 21, so it's good time. The IGN, I have no idea. I still know what Guerrilla Collective is. It's pretty early though. Wholesome Direct. Ubisoft might be the big interesting. That might be also funny to watch. Gearbox. Maybe this is so Sunday the Xbox One, and on the 13th also on Sunday they will show more Battlefield stuff. I'm not sure if the EA has like also a thing there. It seems like EA also hosts in July something where they reveal more to their game. I don't know. But yeah, that is the plan for the weekend. So there will be a lot of streaming. We will just frequently check into them. And yeah, we'll see how this works. So yeah, I have to log out now. I wish you a fantastic rest of the day. Have a good one. Yeah, also excited for the E3 stuff. Really curious what's coming out. I hope... So wait, before we start with E3 stuff. So we have to make a few predictions. I don't know if I get all of them out of my head very fast. So let's try this. Maybe Take-Two, new GTA would be huge, in my opinion. So I think it's time. New GTA could be very interesting. If Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7 Episode 2 or whatever it's called, where's Square Enix here? If it comes out for PlayStation 4, in my opinion, it will be on one of those. Will be on the press conference because it must be announced soon. It comes out in a year. I guess you don't release your game in 2023 for PlayStation 4. It doesn't make too much sense in my opinion. So I would expect something like this. Capcom has their own thing. Street Fighter 6 would be like a Dragon Punch in the heart of... No, not the heart. That sounds wrong. But it would be great. Like, it would be really great for fighting game fans. Looking forward to that. Time-wise, it's pretty late for me, it seems. Well, I can just do this and know my time zones here. Yeah, so Street Fighter 6 I could see. There's also Namco Bandai. I don't know if they have anything new, but Soul Calibur 7, maybe. There's no new season for Soul Calibur 6, and it came out 2018, so it will be in October or something. It will be 3 years old, so there might be the option of a new Soul Calibur game, because it sold really well, and it's still played. The new about Age of Empires 4, yeah. I would... Maybe PC gaming show, because I think it comes for consoles too. So it's either on the Xbox thing or on the PC gaming show. Then for Bethesda and Microsoft, which for people who don't know, Bethesda was bought by Microsoft. So it's here. Now there's Starfield and there's Elder Scrolls 6. I assume they will show maybe something of this E3. I would be surprised if not. Maybe they said we don't show anything. Probably just do Starfield. Yeah, I think so too. Just one of them. I don't see that they're doing both. On the other side, Microsoft is in desperate need for some exclusive title and some hype for their console. So maybe they just go, oh yeah, but here's Starfield, which is huge, and then one more thing, here's Elder Scrolls, and then the people would just explode. That's my prediction there. I think it's very unlikely, so to be honest. I don't think that a new Monster Hunter is coming though. Maybe Monster. I think they didn't they say already announce their lineup. I'm not sure if that's a surprise. When did years ago? Yeah, it E3 2018 or something, or 19. I'm not sure. It was just like a little text with stuff. Very unfortunate. Waiting long time. Warner Brother games, I don't know what to expect, but there was some recently restructuring going on in the Warner Brothers family. But maybe I'm curious what Monolith, the guys who made Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, what they are doing all the time. And I would expect that in theory, somebody would... by the way, if people are interested in this list, yeah, I can post it into chat too. I also posted on Discord a while ago. Pretty helpful, in my opinion. Shoutouts to the guy, Marino V1, who made this. Yeah, there was a new Harry Potter game, you're right. Maybe Monolith is doing something... Maybe they're doing... I mean, there's an Amazon show coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a game Lord of Rings related. Would be pretty fantastic. Also, Nintendo Direct. So, Nintendo also is a bit... what do you call it? Behind when it comes to exclusive games. As a result, I would say Nintendo does probably Bayonetta 3. I have to admit, I'm skeptical if they will show Metroid Prime 4 or something about this. Maybe a Switch Pro is announced, even though I'm also very skeptical about this. So my mind, let's just think this through. There is a new, they know Breath of the Wild is huge. The Breath of the Wild sequel was announced, and probably they show more, maybe, about it or not. However, I think for Nintendo's strategy, it would be smart. There will be at one point a new console from Nintendo, maybe a Switch 2 or whatever they call it, and say, okay, let's go with the Switch thing. What I could also imagine is, step by step, there will be a new, at some point, let's say in 2 years or so. Who knows? So that is 2023 or I don't know. There will be a new Switch console or Nintendo, I don't know, however they call the next console. It's difficult to say for Nintendo. And it would be smart if they release a new Zelda game on launch of a new console. So they have this a cross-generation launch title for the next Nintendo console. It would be great if the Breath of the Wild. If they now say, yeah, the Breath of the Wild sequel comes next year or something, and it's for the Switch, then they probably their generation will last a bit longer because you need a really strong title. I think Nintendo learned their lesson that if you start a new console generation and are a bit behind, it's very good to have like Breath of the Wild as a launch title. Like it's pretty good having a huge killer app at release, and a Zelda title, of course, is a killer app for Nintendo. So that would be smart. It could also be a new Mario game. So it's not, but I feel like there's potentially, and the Switch is getting old and people are crying for a better hardware upgrade for it. What I could also imagine is they announce a new Switch that is more beefy, but it's mostly portable. Maybe it's also compatible with your old Switch dock or whatever, I don't know. But it's mostly a portable console, and they just release a new home console somewhere in the future. So in the past, they always had like the 3DS and the Wii U, the Wii, whatever, ran into peril, the Nintendo DS and so on. It was hugely, the DS was and the 3DS was very, very successful handhelds. And now they cannibalized the handheld market with a Switch, basically. A little bit. Of course, they sell also a handheld-only version of the Switch Lite, I think it's called. There's a lot of options Nintendo has. I'm curious what they take. I don't expect a new console, though, to be on the Nintendo. I think they already announced that this won't be the case and they will focus on games. So maybe a new Mario game would be a huge surprise if they announce that. Bayonetta 3 would be huge, which I'm looking forward to. More about as you said, the Breath of the Wild sequel and so on. That's also huge. Is there more huge things for Nintendo? Probably, but I forgot. Yeah, of course, Metroid Prime, but I'm skeptical about this, even though it's about time that they show something. Not gonna lie. Maybe a new Mario Kart or something. I think Nintendo could be crazy. Like, there's a lot of things that could come in the coming. But you also have to consider that we're still in the COVID situation, and this probably delayed a lot of internal schedules and so on. So, I don't know. Like I said, Namco is interesting. New Tekken game, Tekken 8. Tekken came out 2015 for arcade. It came out 2017 for consoles, PC, and so on, I think. And Street Fighter came out 2016. So these games are pretty old. There must be, and Tekken is just very successful. Saying, next year, by the way, 2022, Tekken 8, looking forward to this. I totally see this here. If I'm on, it's pretty late though, but yeah. This is an interesting press conference for me too, I would argue. PC gaming, there's a lot of stuff, like I said, Age of Empires 4. Looking forward to that too. That's a PC exclusive. I don't... Blizzard does also not exclusive games, but maybe if a new Blizzard game comes, it's on their BlizzCon or whatever they do. It's not here on E3. I don't see that. Is there anything else left to say? Yeah, Devolver Digital will have some crazy indie games. Might also be interesting. Sony is not here. They have their own event that will be interesting too. Whenever this appears, there might be in some of those that there's a Sony exclusive buried here. I think, yeah, Square will also be interesting. So yeah, the E3 has a lot of potential. Like if we look at this year, not that many big titles are announced yet. I could imagine that some bigger stuff is coming up this year too, in addition to what we know so far. We will see. So yeah, but now I have to really end the stream. I still have a little appointment in 10 minutes or so, so I have to end early. Can't just keep on talking for an hour. But yeah, these are my very careful predictions. I should have written them down, which I didn't. Probably forgot something, but yeah, I see potential here for a great E3, for great announcements, and looking forward to this. That was good 20 minutes. Goodbye. Yeah, I know. I'm just a chatterbox. What can I do? But yeah, thank you for watching. All the others, and Kirdan, nice that you were here. See you people next time when we stream. That is tomorrow, I assume, when the show here starts at 20 o'clock. That's probably when I start streaming. So CEST, so Central European Summertime. You can't see it on screen anymore, right? I could just switch back for a moment. So yeah, this year, that is when I will stream. Tomorrow we will look that probably start at that time. So yeah, if you're interested in this, we will watch this together tomorrow. See you then, and fantastic rest of the day. See you next time. Goodbye.